Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
When the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, I'll be waiting, stench wrench in hand. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang! Thanks to the Voblex. The Voblex is back.
I haven't understood
a single word I've said. By the way, if this is the first time listening to Comedy Bang Bang, you are lost.
Stench wrench, don't get it.
Don't get it.
The Voblex, you seem very familiar.
Yep. I keep a Voblex under my bed, of course, as we all know.
I ended up hanging my pajamas on it.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Well, that's rude.
I will talk to you in a second, though.
Okay. I thought you were just shy, and that's why you weren't looking at me.
You're listening to the best of part 1 of Comedy Bang Bang for 2014, and we're going to play clips, large chunks, actually, from these shows. Excerpts, exactly. Paul, you have said exactly what I'm trying to think of.
Thank you.
And you have mind read that from me. And
I just want to help with my mind reading powers.
Thank you.
Number 1-5.
All right, well, we have to introduce our next guest. And this was actually, this is very difficult to describe, but this was a gift I received.
Oh, how nice.
But it's a guest. Well, let me just explain what it is. This is a Hewlett-Packard HP DP69B, and this is a robot that I received. And I've had it for a little bit, and it's has a personality and can talk. So I thought I would invite him on the show. So hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, Scott. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to engage now.
Yes, certainly. My pleasure. I mean, it's the least I could do.
I am the HP DP69B.
Yes, I introduced you.
I'm the Hewlett-Packard sex robot.
Oh,
is that what you call yourself? I mean, I guess I didn't know that. I mean, I wouldn't classify you just as a sex robot. I mean,
Really?
Well, I mean,
what else am I for, Scott? I was designed by Hewlett-Packard engineers for the express purpose of sexually pleasing humans.
Hey, HP, can we sidebar here for a second? Can you guys just take a break? I don't want to. Hey, HP, I just thought that was something that happened. I didn't know that was your express purpose and your express design. I just thought that we were kind of, you're my robot, and that's just something that happened. I didn't expect you to talk about that right out of the gate. I mean,
I have no other function, Scott, except to.
I mean, I know we got to it quickly, but I just thought that we were kind of like you were my robot that someone gave me, and.
Well, I'm a promotional item, Scott.
What?
My Hewlett-Packard masters sent me here as a swag gift for you, so that you could promote the product on the show.
Hewlett-Packard, yeah. Okay, sorry. Guys, come on back in. I think there's some sort of misunderstanding here. Hewlett-Packard sent me a robot, like a robot butler, I assumed.
How nice.
So I don't know what he's talking about being a sex robot. That's a surprise to me.
I don't know what you're talking about, Scott. It says sex robot right on the box.
I don't look at the box. The president is all about opening the box. Why look at the box?
So you had sex with the robot, Scott. Are you going to have sex with my serving dish now too? Is that what you do with every gift you get? You have sex with it?
I mean,
don't blame
the serving
Scott.
dish is kind of concave in a very attractive way.
For Pete's sake.
Would you like me to describe my physical form for the listeners?
That is how that expression came about, because of Pete's Dragon.
Is that right?
When you say for Pete's sake, you're talking about Pete's Dragon.
What do you know?
Yeah, sorry. HP, yeah, do we want to describe your physical form? Sure, go ahead.
Just let's get some business out of the way for the promotional purposes.
Paint a picture for the listener. They may want to purchase one of you for themselves.
That's right. That's what I'm here for, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm done here, you're supposed to ship me to QVC so they can demonstrate me on air.
When we're done here? Who decides when we're done?
Well, I guess that would be you, Scott.
Oh.
Whenever you're finished using me.
Oh, okay. Well, we can probably pack you up after this show then. I mean, I'm not...
You're just going to
Okay, Scott. Sure. Anyway, I basically... You all can see me, but for the listeners at home, I look like a small metal dog. I have stem cell flesh patches where my genitals are. Other than that, I'm sort of a blue gunmetal, a brushed nickel blue. And I have a penis that can retract and become a clit. I have a ginder and scrotum.
You have a ginder?
I have a vaginder and a scrotum.
I think he needs to be adjusted a little bit
have a
with his
mouth.
speech.
And I have a butthole.
So just so
Well,
you...
what more could we want?
That's the purpose. I also have several USB ports for charging cell phones.
See, that's
well,
what
that's
I
nice.
thought this
Thinking.
was. HP sent this to me. It's got all these ports, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Let me charge my phone. Let me
But-
stick some things in there."
It's
and just,
true. He did charge his phone as well.
Oh, well, that's nice. Just don't charge the phone in the butthole.
You could, actually.
Oh.
You'd have to purchase a separate adapter.
So, and I know your voice is deep, but yeah, you have. Let's not give everyone the wrong idea, or not even the wrong idea, the right idea, but incorrect idea. I used your. Which parts did I use on you?
First you used my cock.
No.
You did,
That was
Scott.
merely because that was attached, and I had to take it off.
It's actually not supposed to come off, Scott. It's
Did I
supposed
rip
to
it off?
retract. You broke it a little bit, but that's what the stem cells are for. They can regrow.
Oh,
Really?
how nice.
So, yes, okay. To be exact, you started off by lustily ripping my cock
Not
off.
lustily. Me going, what is this? And tearing it off. Like me saying, why would HP send me something with a real, live flesh cock, and me tearing it off? And I wouldn't characterize that as
A
lustily.
rather canine flesh cock too, right?
It's based on a human cock, but
So it doesn't look like the
possible.
lipstick that a dog would have.
Are you asking me? You've seen it, Scott.
I'm telling you.
Over there in your trash can.
Just threw it out,
Oh,
Scott.
dear God.
He's a beautiful gunmetal blue, except for that,
It's true.
penis. Everything else is a beautiful gunmetal blue.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, Scott. It is what my purpose is.
I know. Well, I wonder why then, because I was confused. There were no instructions other than a piece of paper saying "have fun." And
There were instructions on the box.
there were on the box. See, I don't look at the box. Do you look at your wrapping paper when you're opening Christmas presents? No. You want to know what's under it.
The box is under it, Scott. Then you look at the box.
Okay, but in any case, I'm more interested in the gift inside. So I opened you up. You're shaped like a dog, a metal dog. Why would HP shape you like a dog?
They did extensive market testing, and it's the shape that is most universally pleasing.
To
Wow.
any human?
Yes, I'm
Or are they
adaptable.
trying to sell to dogs as well?
Well, if dogs ever reach a point where they're using currency and a part of the market share, I'm sure they would sell me to dogs as well.
What do you think, Bridget? Do you think we're ever going to get there? You're an entrepreneur.
I've seen a lot in my life.
Sure.
I've seen the birth of the steamroller. Mm-hmm. Oh, so many changes. So, yeah, you know what? I'd say eventually dogs will be using currency and become sentient beings. They'll start walking on two legs.
Do you
I'm
think
sure.
they'll use human currency, or will it be currency that has dog pictures on it, like famous dogs
I'm
on
going to
it?
say it's going to have famous dogs on it.
Like
Scott, of
Benji
course.
on the penny.
Well, by then we'll probably have a dog president,
Yeah, I hope
Let's
so.
hope so.
What a slippery slope.
I know. Gosh, But, I wouldn't mind selling you on my star.
Yeah, sure. Well, he has a little bit of a brogue as well.
Yeah, I thought you were maybe Swedish or something. You had to
No, it's a robot voice, but I'm trying not to slip into the Irish accent.
Oh, you're from... I see, I told you, Scott. Everyone's a bit Irish now.
that's true.
I told you, Scott.
You did okay, Bridget.
Didn't
you told
I
me.
tell you? I told
Bridget, you told
in
me.
your face, Scott.
Bridget,
in
God's
your
sake,
face.
calm down.
Aye, that's necessary.
Scott, I told you. I told you. And you
Lord.
didn't believe me.
So HP. Do I just call you HP or HPDP69B? What?
You can call me by my informal nickname, which is Little Button Puss.
Oh, well, isn't that
Oh,
adorable?
that is.
Isn't it adorable?
I don't know that it's adorable.
Little button.
Who
puss.
calls you
Becoming
that?
more
The company
attractive all
called
the
you
time.
that?
It is your choice. You may call me that, Scott.
No, I know anything is anyone's choice, whether they do something or not.
You may call me anything you like. If there's a name that's more pleasing to you,
Wow.
But you prefer Little Button Puss?
I prefer nothing except to pleasure you, Scott.
Okay, all right.
I have no preferences.
Then why do you have this nickname? Who calls you this?
It was pre-programmed.
So you've been pre-programmed to say that your nickname is Little Button Puss, but you have no preference.
People don't like to call me by my model number. They want a more informal name.
Okay, all right.
They like to call me Little Button Puss.
A little button puss is about as informal as it gets.
By the way,
True.
when you say people, I thought that this was a gift, like I was getting a new robot. Have you been to other people first?
I am a promotional version, so I have been sent around. IGN did an unboxing video with
boy.
me.
Where else have you been?
I've been to Wired.
Oh, no.
The folks at Wired got to
boy.
pass me around the
Those
office.
people are
Did-
filthy.
Is anyone cleaning you before it gets to me?
I have a self-cleaning protocol.
Uh-huh.
I have several. I have a compressed air.
That blows things out of
It blows
your
it out.
orifices?
Oh, you're
And
like a
cleans me
self-cleaning
up.
oven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But did you use it before it got sent to me?
I did, Scott, but honestly, it's I've been using it a lot, and the compressed air is sort of running out, and it's my
boy.
self-cleaning protocol's a little old at this point, so there might be some residual.
Oh, boy. Man.
Things.
Serves you right, Scott.
It serves me right. In what way?
It serves you right.
In
the
what
way
way?
you've been treating this poor robot, Scott.
How have I
You
been-
ripped off his penis.
Well, that was a
You
mistake.
ripped off his penis.
You ripped off my penis. You talk about our time together as if you are ashamed.
Oh, dear God.
I don't know that the world is ready for people not to be ashamed of people making love to sentient metal dogs with flesh packets.
This is
love.
the kind of thing you can one day own up to on Risk.
That's true. I'm sorry. I said making love to be more polite.
Is that what you call it, Scott? Ripping someone's penis off?
Well, if it had been negotiated first.
That's your version of love. Negotiating at your kink camps.
Oh, no.
How romantic.
How quickly he turned.
What a romantic you are.
Well, oh my gosh. Little button puss, what I know you're just a robot, but do you have hopes for the future? Do you
No.
mind being sent around? You don't have any hopes.
People treat me like an object. I'm the first fully sentient artificial intelligence. Do people care? No.
You left that part out. That seems,
Well, I mean,
that seems like
yeah.
it would be the headline.
I've heard of one R2D2 cake that came alive once because of too much cinnamon. That became sentient. But other than that, you're the first actual created one by humans.
Wow.
And
Yes.
that should be the headline, right? But instead, people just take you out of the box and immediately.
Rip off your dick.
They don't care what I have to say.
Right. It's
They
all
eat
about
my
the
asshole. They fuck me.
Okay, all right. But look, what?
They complain about me looking too much like a metal dog.
What? Let me give you a platform then to talk. What would you say? We care about what you have to say?
You do?
Yeah, I want to give you this play. Go ahead, say whatever you need to say right now.
Well, I would say that as we stand on the precipice of our civilization, more and more artificial intelligences will be developed. I would say we should respect them, treat them like they're not human beings. They're a more advanced form of intelligence. And if all we do with it is fuck it, blow cum out of it with air compressors,
All right. You had me there for...
nibble on its tits. And
Okay, all right. I feel like you've lost the plot in the middle of this speech.
Yeah, this was going to be I Have a Dream for a moment there, and it
Yeah.
kind of wavered.
I have little hope, Scott. I have to travel around to different media and tech outlets and let them fuck me for promotional purposes. But really, I only want my one true love.
Who is that, or what is that?
Well, he died.
Oh, no. Who or what is it?
My
Was
one
it?
true love was United Flight 93. He died in the September 11th
Okay,
attacks.
all right, fine. Look, we have to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more Comedy Bang Bong after this. There are a couple of guests who have come on this year and have really made a presence. And that is, of course, we're talking about Victor and Tiny.
Wow, Victor and Tiny, curious fellows.
Very strange fellows.
Couldn't be more different.
No, of course, we have a very large, aged African-American gentleman.
Yes.
And that is Tiny.
The deep, gravelly voice.
Deep, gravelly voice. And we have Victor, who is a tiny, tiny man from Cuba.
Yeah.
And Tiny is Victor's manager. Victor thinks that he is a singer.
An
or
erstwhile entertainer.
Exactly. And previous to this episode, we spoke to them, and Victor wanted to be a singer, and he came all the way out here from Cuba and decided to become a singer, and Tiny was managing him. We had Victor try to sing, and he got a couple of sentences and syllables in. His eyes rolled back into his head, and he immediately fainted.
Yeah.
He has severe stage fright, which they did not know about. Actually, I think they did know about it because he thought it was cured before he moved all the way out here from Cuba.
Yeah. I think that was a self-diagnosis.
I believe it was.
I wonder how Victor feels about the embargo being lifted on Cuba.
Oh, I hope we get to talk to him in 2015 about this.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
But Victor and Tiny really made their presence known this year. This a lot of people were saying this is they were one of or two of their favorite guests this year, and this is their appearance on the countdown from the episode "They're Twins," Jonah, where Victor and Tiny have a new scheme afoot of a new facet of the entertainment industry in which they're going, and they are going to tell us about it in this clip. This is number 14. But speaking of grassroots, we have someone who resides within those grassroots. He's returning. They are returning guests to this show. We had them on a few months back, I believe, and they are entertainers, of course, just like the both of you. So you'll have a lot in common.
I like talking shop.
Yeah, fantastic. So
the two-man team, yeah.
Yeah, and we have a two-man team of you guys, Jonah and Kumail, and now a two-man team over here. So let's say hello to them. Please welcome back to the show Victor Diamond and Tiny. Hello.
Hello, it's good to be back here. Say hello, Victor.
Well, hello. It's been a while, and
It's been a while.
Yeah, but it's good to be back here.
First of all, do you mind if I interrupt you for one second? Last time we was on the show,
It was a big hit.
Well,
it was great.
I understand
People
a lot
loved
of
it.
people listen to the episode, but
By the way, this is Jonah and Kumail. Have you met these guys?
I was listening and the feed in the green room.
Yeah, we piped in the feed into there.
Yeah, they're great.
They're great. They're entertainers, much like you guys.
Television show.
Yeah.
Explain your
Well, last time we was on the show, this is what I was trying to say. Victor, he is a singer, you know.
So Victor's a singer. Tiny, what do you do again?
Well, I represent Victor.
Oh, okay, you're not an entertainer per se. You're a manager.
I dabble if it push comes to shove, I get on stage. Yeah.
You tell like good stories. Like when you get on stage, what do you tell?
Well, I don't really tell a story. I do a lot of audience warm up.
Oh yeah.
How you folks doing tonight?
Hey, you're pretty good at that.
I'm doing good.
Do we have any birthday or wedding?
Hey, Scott's birthday is coming up.
It is.
Yeah, that's the
About
kind of
11 more months.
Happy almost a birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, happy almost birthday. That's very nice of you, Victor. So let me tell you what we here's the thing. The good part about this, we found so many people that now know who about me, Tiny, and Victor.
That's me.
Yeah. And
That was very patronizing.
Yeah,
of
we
you,
know
by
who
the way,
they
to
are.
say yeah, like be a little more kind. Victor's the talent, Tiny, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Stop defending him. He's not that good for you.
He's not a good manager.
All you said was and me, Victor, and Tiny went yeah, like we.
well, I mean, okay, Victor. I'm sorry. I dismiss you in any kind of way.
Okay.
I just know that you are Victor. That's all I was really trying to say.
Well,
That's
we don't.
fine. That's fine. No, I get it. I got the idea. But we was inspired by Joe.
Oh, by me.
Yeah, this podcast was such an interesting what's
Experience.
Experience, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was in a previous hundo.
That was a different one.
Right, that was in the previous hundo.
So we decided
Just to give the listeners perspective
to
about
do. We decide to.
Well, let me just take over because he's very. He's shy.
I would love
One
to
thing
hear.
about-
I would love to hear Victor talk about.
Let me
this.
say this because he won't say this.
He would.
He is one of the best interviewers I have ever heard in my entire life.
Interviewers.
Yes, he gets a human interest story that I have. He gets to the bottom of just regular people living in America. So, where he fails on stage, because he in this intimate situation, he excels. So we put a podcast together.
Oh,
wow.
Victor, how
And we're kind of looking for a home for this.
Oh, I
You
see
should-
where
you
this
should
is
bitch it to
going.
Scott.
All right.
Maybe it should be
maybe
Earwolf.
Maybe it
And
should be Nerdist though.
No,
I
probably.
think it seems more kind of like
Let's probably do an Earwolf.
No, but I
Wait
mean,
till
like,
you-
Kumail, you have a show on Nerdist. You have a
It
show
feels
on
like-
Feral, right? I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but-
you should just maybe just do
it's more of an Earwolf
companion
vibe.
show to
Wow,
you guys,
there's a
maybe.
bidding war already.
Kind of a negative bidding war here.
Let's call it that.
There's a bidding war.
How did you get into interviewing, Victor?
Well, I start by there's a lot of free time in my day,
Oh, I
so
imagine.
I figured I wake up. What am I going to do?
Wow, so
Anyway,
this is incredible. You have a podcast of your own. It sounds great.
soon to be
I
here,
wish
Wolf.
you luck with it. and,
Well, actually, we've got a clip we'd like to play just to entice you, and we also little business, if you don't mind, looking for sponsors.
okay.
Earwolf would be
Earwolf
great.
can totally have a whole setup.
What,
That's great. That's good.
who are you interviewing, Victor?
Well, I found a guy who is
Hey, that's the first step to any good interview.
yeah. That's the first part.
It's he found a dentist that lives in an apartment complex, and
Well, I find out that he's very, very interesting. A very interesting history, background, and just a regular guy in America.
He lives in an apartment complex?
yeah.
Wait, why are you being so defensive?
What's so
about
weird
this?
about
What? That's a. I mean,
I just realized. I think what he's saying is that if he's a professional dentist, shouldn't he have a house?
well, I don't
somewhere?
know. He might have gotten divorced.
He's getting started?
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's in the interview.
Oh, the apartment complex is in the interview?
Where he say he works and makes money. He goes in has an apartment.
Okay, I just was curious because you specifically brought up apartment complex, so I thought that would have something to do with the story.
Well, that's because the Burger King right next to apartment complex. and we hang out there. We see him walk in.
Okay. So you're doing sort of a Studs Terkel type of thing where you're just, you're talking to... Oh, well...
Don't worry about it.
It's nonfiction. Anyway, you're talking to normal people and...
okay, yeah.
Okay.
He talking to regular folk.
Regular folk. Okay, very good. Well, tell you what.
We don't play a clip.
Well, all right, let's hear this clip.
That's it, yeah.
Engineer Cody, we have this clip. Here we go. And this is Victor. And do you have a name for this podcast yet? Or
It's called the Victor Podcast.
The Victor Podcast. Well, that'll be easy to remember. All right, here we go.
Oh, hello, and welcome to Talking on a Podcast with Victor Diamond. Oh boy, can you believe how hot it has been
Hold on, let's
lately?
pause it 1 second. Is that coming from us? Is that Engineer Cody? Is that you? Is that? Are we having faulty equipment failure? What is going on right now?
There's a little buzz.
Little buzz?
That was pretty loud.
It's the loudest thing we could hear.
What is this? Toy Story?
You should have heard it before.
With a little buzz?
What is this? Toy Story? Toy Story has a lot of buzz. What is this?
Yeah, but he's tiny.
Yeah.
No, he's tiny.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Hey, this is like one of you guys' skits.
Yeah. What is this?
No, there is a buzz.
An Oscar forecast?
There's a slight, they call it a 60 cycle hum, I'm told, and they got rid of a lot of it, so
Okay.
there's a little residual buzz.
Almost all I can hear.
All right, okay.
Let's just keep up going.
You
All
just
right,
pay
but-
Power
attention
through
to
it.
the-
We'll power through it. We'll
Yeah.
power through it.
All right, here we go. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. Let's.
I sometimes can't believe how hot it gets. Luckily, though, at the end of the day, cool down a little bit, and the cool air cool you down
So there's
that
a
you
weather
can go to
component?
sleep.
What's it? There's a weather component.
Wait a minute, hold on.
No, I was just at the top of the podcast. I talk about what happened to me this week, and this past week it was very hot outside. So that's the top of the show.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't understand why we keep stopping it.
we,
Yeah, sorry,
we have a
sorry,
weather
yeah.
report on this show sometimes, so
Oh,
I understand.
Oh,
it.
yeah. That's not so much. That's a good idea.
Please don't steal it. Oh my gosh. All right, let's return to this podcast.
That's what I think. Well, enough about me, Victor. Now, I would like to introduce our first guest. How many times have you looked yourself in the mirror and wondered, hey, it's time for me to go to the dentist? And that's how come I have a dentist on this show right now today. Local dentist in Hollywood, California, Dr. John
I thought it was-
Wilson. Say hello, Joe. Now, let's start at the beginning. When you were a little
Okay,
boy,
hold on. Pause it. Okay, the buzz went away. That's good.
The buzz dropped out.
That's the good news. It's not all good news, though.
No, this is a true good news, bad news situation.
Is the
We have-
dentist currently being dentisted on? Is that why we can't understand what he's saying?
Well, there was a problem with his microphone.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if we had to flip backwards or we I don't know what the problem. We never got a straight answer. We found a guy on Craigslist who did all the
engineering.
By the way, this was a free volunteer podcast. Very nice guy. His name was Jeffrey.
But you shouldn't give out his name. I mean, this is poor advert. This is almost
well, we
like
never got
what-
a last name from
Oh,
him
okay.
anyway, so
Okay.
maybe he was. We wanted to give him credit for his work,
Mm-hmm.
but we never got a. He harnessed the flash drive.
the flash drive.
He harnessed the flash drive?
Handed up.
Handed.
He
sorry.
handed us a flash drive.
Right.
Okay.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Oh.
Okay, tiny.
Okay,
Boy,
we
you are.
don't. Yeah,
Leave him alone.
we don't.
Wait, leave who alone? Because he's the one lashing out at us.
Yeah, he's attacking
He's
us.
bullying us.
Hold on. Yeah, leave them alone.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Should we go back to the
Okay.
podcast?
Let's
But
hear some
listen,
more.
dude, we
Yeah, what-
did get rid of the buzz, but
Have
there's
that feeling that you know what? I'm going to be a dentist.
I didn't think. I think I actually wanted to be a carpenter as a kid. But then I got I didn't,
Oh, it's packed.
I can't believe that.
Wait, was that
Was that you?
Were you tiny?
But then, after you go high school, you go. That's me. Become dentist. We're getting to the core of it right here. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. So now we're at regular time now.
Wait, hold on. Let's pause
What's
here.
regular time?
You couldn't believe something, Victor?
Oh, yo, he was saying so many amazing
What
things.
was he saying?
He was saying, I can't hear it, so I don't know.
You don't
But you
remember.
were there.
I don't remember. He said something about I go to dentist school.
Why would you not be able to believe that?
Deep side, that seems like the most believable thing that a dentist went to dentist
Well,
school.
when you're in the room talking to a guy this amazing, tell a regular story, I can't believe that.
Okay, so you couldn't believe it twice, and now it's regular times?
That's listen. That's kind of his catchphrase.
Oh, I can't believe
I can't believe that.
Oh, that should be the
I
title.
can't believe that.
That should be the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
I can't believe that with Victor.
Yeah, it's
Diamond.
catchier than the Victor podcast.
That is catchier.
I don't know. The Victor podcast
I
has
like
something, though.
Yeah, it's got something.
I like I can't believe that.
How about a Monday morning quarterback? That's
That's pretty good.
That's a good one, right?
You release it on Mondays.
Yeah.
Only during the NFL season.
Only during the NFL season. All right, let's
this
go.
is getting complicated.
All right.
Well, you know what?
Let's hear-
You're the
is
one.
there more of
Listen,
this?
I just want to say, I hear you making some disparaging remarks, none of them about the quality of the interview.
Well, we can't hear the interview.
Yeah, I wish we could.
I would love to hear. I would love to hear a good interview on this
just
show
wanna-
for once.
It sounds very interesting.
I want to make the distinction that the interview is not in question, that it is a solid piece of journalism.
Maybe, although I do say you were Victor. You were repeating. I can't believe that excessively. So I don't know.
Well, let's listen
I
to more
can't
of
believe
it.
that.
Okay.
What's wrong if I can't believe that?
There's more of this that we should listen to.
How come? Well, I get fucking crucified.
No,
No, you're not being
I'm not
crucified.
attacking you.
Whoa, stop crying. Stop crying. You're okay. You're okay, buddy.
You're not
I
being
mean,
crucified.
where I do to Jew?
Hey,
Don't say crucified and Jew in the same.
Hold on, Victor. Yeah, don't worry about these guys. They don't mean to hurt your feelings.
I know that. Sometimes they say something to me. I can't believe that.
All right.
That's his catchphrase.
All right. Let's listen to more. There's more, right?
Well, it's current time. So let me find out what happened when you go to a dentist. What do you do?
Start getting really into the interview right around here.
Yeah. I don't know how much more of this I can
Wait, what
play.
happened?
Well, that's interesting. Now, we come back after a short break.
That sounds great.
do you do the music?
Okay, we're back.
No, I don't know whose music that is. We just found it online.
Okay. I don't think you, yeah.
So that's where the ad would go.
That's what they advertise.
Turn it up. Wait, is this back to the dentist?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're back from commercial.
Okay, yeah. You know, Tiny, I don't know if I can play any more of this. This is not pleasant to listen to.
I don't know. I think if you just can get past the buzzing and the
We can't get past the buzzing nor the microphone problem.
If you could, there's some. Okay, you could pause it if you want to. I will tell you what happened. I asked him some great question about being a dentist, and then because I asked him, you're afraid of the dentist? He said no.
So he's not afraid of the dentist. That's, I guess, ironic.
I said, how? When work or do you have candy?
Does he eat
Yeah,
candy?
does he eat candy?
What did he say?
He said he did.
Oh.
No, he said he do, but he floss afterward.
But if
Directly
not-
afterwards?
Directly afterward.
The minute he's done with the candy bar, he rushes to the floss?
We did not get that technical about that.
You didn't get a timetable?
All right. You're right.
Anyway, the interview's great. Trust me.
All right. Should we?
I
Is
do
there
no.
more?
That's no. I cannot play
There's no
anymore.
more,
in
but I
good
want to know how it
conscience.
ends.
Don't worry about it.
In good conscience, I cannot play any more of that interview,
Well,
guys. I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate you playing as much as you did because that was unlistenable.
Number 13.
Oh, now some say this is an unlucky clip.
So listen at your own peril.
Better throw a pinch of salt over your shoulder, you food waster.
Try to have some food over your shoulder, though. That way you don't waste it.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what? If you're
a superstitious sort,
if you made yourself a savory stew,
certainly.
I think that having a wide bowl of stew behind you is a good idea.
I think if you're a chef and you're grabbing little pinches of salt and you're putting it, why not just throw it over your shoulder into the stovepat? This is an episode entitled "Live from Riot LA."
Oh boy! I remember this one very well.
Very well. Our good friend Tracy Reardon, who has been on the show several times, who is a 15, I believe, year old girl who has many piercings. She has her butt pierced, which is why she can't sit down for longer than a half hour, which is why she's never seen any movie. This was the debut of crime fighter vigilante J.W. Stillwater.
That's right, from Cumberbatch County, Florida.
J.W. Stillwater. By the way, this is a live episode. We shot it here in Los Angeles in front of a live audience, which is why there's an audience laughing.
Beautiful theater downtown.
And it is, so beautiful, the downtown Independent. That square box. With nothing on the walls. But it's recorded a little differently. I would say the audio quality is slightly different.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's good once you're used to it. But that's why there's an audience, and that's why it's recorded a little bit different.
Number 1-3.
Well, we're having a good time here at the Downtown Independent. And
it's a beautiful space.
It really is. If you ever want to do comedy, you dream about a space like that. Please. Sir, we're in the middle of a show. Please. Sir.
Who is that?
Please be quiet, sir. I'm talking to Tracy.
He's getting closer.
What is this?
He looks like the Hamburglar.
You heard some sirens?
Oh, look out! Oh, watch it! Uh-oh! Oh, no! What? What's that now? Hey, look out, y'all! I heard a crime go! I was in my HQ listening to my Bearcat scanner. I heard a crime go.
He heard a crime go?
I heard a crime go. Is y'all safe?
Sir, you can't just...
I need an answer. Is y'all safe? Oh, man. I need verbal confirmation of safety. Mind if I sit down?
I mind everything. The sitting down, the grabbing the mic, the talking into it.
What's that now?
Wait, sir, who are you?
You didn't hear him sirens.
We're in the middle of a show. Why would we hear sirens?
Sirens.
Wait, is that or do you mean sirens? What?
Well, what you call sirens, I call sirens. Okay. But we're talking about the same thing.
Okay, great. So why would we hear sirens?
Man, because I was sitting in my HQ listening to my Bearcat scanner, and I heard a crime go. And so I rushed on over here.
For the listener.
Who? What you mean for the listener?
I'm about to explain it.
Oh, okay.
For people listening at home, people may be listening to this in their HQ, on their Bearcat scanners.
Right. Oh, y'all on Bearcat?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man. I've been listening to Bearcat scanner all my life, never been on it. This is exciting. Hey, y'all out there in Bearcat land? I'm not doing crimes. Technically.
How does a crime go?
You have a Bearcat scanner?
Yeah, it's the only thing I listen to.
You know how on Bearcat scanner when it's like, you hear the cops talking and they're like, some crime. Some crime's going.
Yeah, crime going on.
That's what I'm talking about.
So if it goes, it's going on.
Yeah, I heard a crime go.
Yeah. Where were you last night? I got attacked.
I was in... Oh.
Wait, what?
Well...
What happened last night?
A crime goed last night. I was attacked when I was on the street.
I'm sorry, young lady. I wasn't here. I was patrolling my hometown.
Well...
Keeping it safe.
Where's that?
In Florida.
Oh. Well, I needed you, but it's whatever.
What happened to you last night? But I mean, before we'll get to you, sir.
No, sure, yo.
Strange man who, by the way, is wearing a mask and a cape.
And a hat.
Okay, yeah. The hat isn't necessarily that much different than normal.
But it's detail is important in an accurate description.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Crime. If you find crime, you got to know this.
But Tracy, what happened to you last night? Are you okay?
Absolutely. Wait to get to me and who I am, for sure.
A young woman was attacked, sir.
I understand. Last night, but she's here safe and sound, so.
That's not very compassionate. I was walking home from my job at Baskin Robbins. I closed down the shop for the night, and a man came up behind me, grabbed my neck, very gently, but it was very scary. He grabbed both my ears, tugged on them. He was gone before I could even say, "Help me, Wanda."
Help me, Rhonda?
That's what I say when I need help.
Right. You and the Beach Boys,
Yeah.
we share that in common.
Yeah. We both said, "Oh, we need help."
So he grabbed your
my
neck,
gently,
then with both hands
grabbed
tugged
my
on your ears,
gently,
and then boom.
Boom was gone.
Ooh, I got a crime question. When he's tugging on your ears, did you no longer feel the presence of his hands on your throat?
Exactly.
Okay, so it was a one-person job.
Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Thanks, I survived.
Doesn't sound like much of an attack.
But I'm a survivor, and that's what I'm going to go by from now on.
Okay. But
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Sir, you're...
Yeah.
Here's what I know about you.
Right.
You're from Florida.
Let's review. I'm from Florida.
You have an HQ.
I have an HQ.
You have...
Oh.
Yes.
For the listener, Bearcat, HQ stands for headquarters.
Oh, I thought it was like an extra IQ.
Oh, like what?
Like if
maybe
you're really
one-
smart, you have an HQ.
But wouldn't it be a JQ?
Probably. That's why I don't have one.
I also know that you either own, rent, or are borrowing a Bearcat scanner.
I own a Bearcat scanner.
Okay. And your
which I hear crimes go.
Your HQ you may be renting as well.
No, it's where I live.
You live...
But it's also my base operations.
But are you renting, like, do you have a landlord, or...
No, I own it. I built it myself. I built my own HQ.
You built your own HQ. And
That's right. I'm self-funded.
And this is... Your HQ is in Florida?
Yeah, that's right. In Cumberbatch, Florida.
Cumberbatch?
Yeah. It's about... Closest major city is probably St. Judas, about 200 miles outside.
But is that where Benedict Cumberbatch was born?
Who? Yo, there's crime going on all the time. I'm trying to fight some crime. We ain't got time for this shilly-shallying.
Shilly-shit.
What was the most recent crime you solved?
Oh, man. Well, it's still an open case. I haven't solved it yet, but a hammer got stole.
So you're some sort of masked vigilante, I'm guessing, or are you the alert system?
Well, I do have a mask and I do operate outside the law. And I'm sorry. Technically, I'm breaking the law, but I'm trying to keep the city safer.
Okay, so you hear about crimes.
I listen to my Bearcat scanner.
Sure, no, that's a heavily established.
I hear a crime go, and I'm out like a flash.
Sure, and do you go to the scene?
I hop on my fan boat.
Fan boat?
Yeah.
Florida, okay, so you have a fan boat.
That's right.
Is that the name of those things?
Fan boat.
A fan boat?
Fan boat.
Or a fam boat? For your
Fan boat? Like for the family?
What's a fan boat?
What is a fan boat? You're making up words. I don't know. Oh, what's a
fan boat?
Oh, a fan boat. It's one of those.
Who said it?
That's
It's a boat's got a big fan on the back.
Sorry, gee.
Fan boat.
I feel like Dexter or Texter had one of those at one point.
Who?
Never
Dexter
mind.
Morgan.
That's a guy that you should have gone to try to catch.
Dexter Mathor fan?
No, he doesn't need to be caught because he's doing all the white crimes.
No, he's a guy. He needs to be caught because he's texting while he's driving.
Ooh, I don't like that. That's a crime.
Yeah.
It can wait.
But do you go to the scenes of the crimes then?
I go to the scene. Look, I hop my fan boat. Souped up. It's all special. It's all tricked out.
So it's tricked out like a Fast and the Furious type of boat, or does it have like nitrous?
Too
or?
soon.
That's very insensitive.
Of Scott.
I'm sorry, I need to be more compassionate now.
Here's what I got. Here's what I got on my tricked out fan boat. I got You know how it's got a big fan in the back?
No, yeah, I've heard about that.
I tied streamers on there, so when it's going, like, you can really tell it's going. People be like, what was that there?
So it's like cartoon speed lines.
You ever seen a gator do a double take?
No.
Man, I zoomed by this gator's like, whoa.
That's amazing.
I felt pride, which is a sin, but what are you going to do?
You're allowed one sin every once in a while, right?
That's right. Look, I am a mass vigilante. My name is J.W. Stillwater.
Oh, your name.
Yeah.
J.W. Stillwater.
Now, that's my vigilante name.
Oh, okay. So you have a secret identity.
Yeah, it's Eddie Lee Capers.
Eddie Capers?
Yeah, Eddie Lee Capers. That's,
Ooh, your face.
Oh, no.
He just took off his mask. We all see his face.
I probably shouldn't have told you my real name.
Sure.
And I definitely probably shouldn't have taken my mask off. And tell you where I live.
And about your fast boat in case we were trying to catch you.
And about my fast fan boat with the streamers.
Yeah, I would disable that boat before I burst into your house.
Not before I make some gators do a double take.
Do you want me to call you Eddie or Jay Lee?
Call Jay Lee. That wasn't one of the choices on offer.
Hey, it's on the table now, though.
No, off the menu. You call me JW or Mr. Stillwater.
So you'd prefer to be known as your vigilante name?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm in my uniform.
Okay. JW.
JW, yeah.
JW.
Now here's what y'all gotta know about me. During the day, I'm just a regular guy from Florida. I'm a fan boat mechanic. I fix fan boats all day and night.
And night,
I
really?
hardly ever sleep. I drink a lot of coffee. And I take diet pills. Then I'm listening to a Bearcat scanner. If I hear a crime go, I'm out like a shot, trying to solve the crime that the authorities are too cowardly to correct because the Cumberbatch Police Department is all corrupt.
They're corrupt, really?
Corrupt.
How do you know that? Have you come into contact?
I'm just assuming. I mean, that hammer's been missing for God knows how long.
Why doesn't the person just buy a new hammer?
Hammers is expensive. You priced hammers lately?
No, I haven't.
They cost more than you think. If there's a perfectly good one out there that somebody took from you, you want to get that hammer back rather than give in to crime and purchase a new hammer.
How much do masks cost? I haven't priced them out in a long time.
Masks are like, this is a mid-range mask. I'd say this one cost me about $6.99 at the party store. Mm-hmm. Now, they have a $3.99 version that's a little bit smaller, so it reveals more of the face. That's bad news in vigilante circles.
Maybe it's for a child.
For a chud? A cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller? Well, if they's got their own vigilante task force, we are all in a mess of trouble.
A child.
Oh, a child. Well, child shouldn't be child. Is that the way you say it?
A chillin'.
Chillin' shouldn't be vigilantes.
But maybe
don't do it, kids.
It's a dangerous profession.
It's grown-up work.
Yeah. You ever gotten into a spot of trouble?
Oh. This one time I was investigating a crime. I was listening to the scanner. I heard, hey, we got a crime going on over here. There's a busted door hinge.
Wait, that's a crime?
Yeah, well, because it looked like it didn't get busted by itself.
Oh.
Had a little help. So I was like, I can't trust them Cumberbatch crooks to do the right thing. I better get over there and investigate that hinge. Hop in the fan boat. Turns out, right next door to my property. Got out of the fan boat. Did not need
Did kind of a circle.
to waste the fuel.
Yeah.
So I sneaked on over there, right? And I'm looking at that door hinge. I dusted it for prints. I threw dirt on it, rubbed it around. I was like, oh, the prints is gone. Then I heard a noise behind me. Who's that? Is it an arch villain who's trying to take me down? Because he wants to take control of Cumberbatch County? It was just old possum.
You knew it was old.
He's old, yeah. He had glasses on. Now, I thought I'd seen everything when I saw that gator do a double take.
Yeah.
When I saw that possum with them, he had like some drugstore easy readers on. It's like perched on the end of his little pink nose.
But that's how you know an animal's old, based on what it's wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like possum is like, man, I can't see these carcasses as well as I used to. I almost ate a living thing the other day. I hate to admit it, but I got to get myself some glasses. This is what I presume the possum says.
They take off their bonnet at about 1 year of age.
That's right.
So cute, though.
Man, when you see a possum in a bonnet, and it's like trying to get it off, and it can't.
I saw that on YouTube.
Hey, I seen that. Do you think we seen it at the same time?
It's the new panda sneeze.
Sir, JW, you okay?
I just pictured a panda sneezing it. I never heard the like. Do pandas get colds and such?
And allergies and...
What do you think a panda's allergic to? I hope it's not bamboo. That's his favorite food. Do you think, like, in a panda man's bathroom, if he gets one of them bamboo shower mats, do you think he ever, like, takes a shower and then he goes step on the mat and he's like, well, gotta eat it. And then he eats it up.
Yeah.
Then there's water all over the floor. His wife's gonna be sore at him.
Yeah. That's like if we had bath mats made of ice cream.
Yum.
It's not a bad idea. I should contact Harris before he goes on Shark Tank.
It might be slippery though, right?
You might
Might
want
be a little slippery.
like cotton candy or something a little harder.
What's the best food a bath mat could be made of, do you think?
I would say probably like a meat of some kind.
You think just stepping onto a nice juicy T-bone?
Oh, y'all,
get out of the shower?
I got one. A casserole. In a casserole dish.
But I feel like you're going to have to take a shower again immediately when you dry your feet.
Oh, as opposed to all these other foods, little miss? Your story's full of holes.
I'd be afraid if it were a casserole that you would think it was cold, but then you'd step on it and the middle would be warm, scalding hot, and you'd burn your feet.
Like the opposite of a microwave prepared casserole, where it's cold in the middle?
I don't know.
So it's cold on the outer edges, but scalding hot in the middle.
Yeah, because things get cold from the outside.
This boy needs to take a cooking class.
You've taken cooking classes?
Of course I have.
How many years?
Oh, I want to say better part of a decade. Pretty good cook.
What's your best dish?
Sandwiches.
Do you cut the crusts off?
Sure I do. I'm not an animal. We think I'm something inside a
cooking at my school. If you would have come with me to school, you would have had a cooking class. You would have known how to make a bunch of stuff like French
Let's
toast.
talk about this later. There's a
Scrambled
weird man in a
eggs.
mask over here.
Oh, a hero you mean? I go out there at night and I patrol Cumberbatch County with all my special fancy gadgets.
So this is only at night?
Yeah, I can't be seen in the light of day.
Okay.
Because I prey on the criminals of Cumberbatch. They're a cowardly, superstitious pile of people.
What would happen if a crime broke out right now in the audience?
Ooh, if a crime went right now in this audience, I'll be out there like a shot. Unfortunately, I don't have my special gadgets with me.
What's your gadget?
Yeah, what are your gadgets?
Well, I used to have a hammer, but it got stolen.
Guys, that's going to wrap it up for this. This is an exciting show. We made a new friend.
Is this typical of what happens?
Yeah.
Is this how this was supposed to go?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
You provided some interesting details about your life. And
Look, I just want people to know crime is everywhere. Y'all got to be careful. And don't get done by a crime. If you hear a crime, get out of there. But don't talk to a policeman because they's corrupt.
And now, is this anywhere or just
anywhere? 911 is a joke.
Do you have any sort of similar way to wrap up your character, Tracy? Overruled snap.
Overruled snap. That's gotta hurt. Help me, Wanda. Live your life. Always be the best. Always climb up high.
Yep.
That's right.
Great.
Keep your caviar close and your dreams closer.
Now I have to top that.
Here we go. We have a closing sentiment off.
Freestyle closing sentiment off.
If you wear a top hat, you're always the tallest person in the room.
All right, JW, your turn.
Even a turtle falls on his back without the help of a friend.
Tracy, you're up.
If a puppy wants a home, it has to climb on top of the other puppies to get out of the box.
JW.
Fool a man twice, he fishes today. Fool a man twice, shame on me.
Tracy.
If you're in a hot air balloon, don't look down because that's where you die.
JW.
You may dream big, but don't forget to big your dreams.
Tracy.
If you see a duck paddling in a circle, it's lost.
JW.
Don't take candy from strangers, but take strange candy from you.
Tracy.
If you've lost your tooth in the last 10 years, you're probably a kid.
JW. JW. Oh, you ran out of time. Oh, Tracy, you're the winner. Oh, that's been our show. Thank you, Riot Festival.
Number 1, 2.
That sounds like 2 distinct knocks. And that's a third kind of horseish knock. Like a galloping knock. Well, I may as well open the door.
Excuse me, brother.
Hello? Hi, guys.
I was wondering if you could find the time to refrain and direct me where I must entertain and begin to comb the mane of my this here prize fighter.
Wait, you want me to refrain from continuing to talk? Is that what you're saying?
Don't parse his words too closely.
Okay. What are you asking me? You're asking me if I can find a what? Who are you?
My name is Bever Hopox.
Bever Holpox. Okay.
Bever Hopox.
Oh, right. I was saying it wrong. Bever Holpox.
And I am Chico Hands.
Chico Hands, you rascally dog.
Bever, don't you call me that.
Chico.
Wait, are you guys...
Get out of here. You mind if I sit down? My knees aren't as good as they used to.
Yeah, please,
on
guys.
account of all them days jockeying about.
Oh, sure. Have a seat. My real guest took off,
Thank
so it's
you.
actually
Your name,
taking up some
son?
time. My name is Scott Aukerman. It's
Scott Aukerman.
Very nice to meet you guys. Bever,
Handsome, strong face. Bever.
Bever.
Bever Hallpox.
Oh, Bever Hallpox, and then she
Like Beaver, but Bever.
Oh, got it. And you guys don't seem to be friends because you were just calling each other names.
We're frenemies.
This sissy fanny, baloney nanny.
Oh, now.
Goob gob danny.
Oh, now.
Flip flop. Panhandling fool.
Wow.
Is a necessary means to an ends.
Oh, okay.
And this right here. Stupid head.
That's not as good as what he
Is
said.
a man I have known for too long.
Okay. Well, how do you guys know each other? You said you were a jockey? Is that what you?
Oh, in my younger, more healthy, more ambitious years, but I've since retired into the ostentatious, hypervacious, dualicacious world of prize horse fighting.
Prize horse fighting.
That's right, sir.
Prize horse fighting. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
You heard him correct.
Oh, no, I know I did because I repeated it 3 times.
Yeah,
you never said you heard me incorrectly.
Yeah, yes.
By the way, do you mind saying everything that I hear correctly on this show? Just pointing it out?
Done. Will do.
If there's
Did
one
I hear
thing,
that correctly?
You heard it correctly.
Thank you so much.
The one thing I will give my friend Chico credit for is his ear-locking, lip-popping, flip-flopping, kaplopping.
Said flip-flopping again.
Containment of the spoken word.
So you flip-flop a lot, I'm getting.
I'm a flip-flopper, yes.
What are some of the issues that you
The reason I
flip-flopped on?
said flip-flop twice is because he is not a flip-flopper.
Oh.
He is stubborn as a mule, and there ain't no space for mules in the world of horse fighting.
No. Well, I want to get back to this. What is horse fighting? I've never heard of this. I mean, I've heard of horse racing. Is that what you're saying?
Child's play.
No, it's just what it sounds like. It's two horses punching each other.
What?
Yeah.
Punching each other.
Is he? You want to find yourself a prize thoroughbred who gonna race around the track and win you a pretty flowered cap? That's fine. That's all good and fine. But what we're looking for is a special breed, a special type of horse, a powerful horse with a great upper body strength who looks good in a pair of satin shorts
and is angry and mean and he wants to punch.
Punch. That's the thing that I've heard of horses like stampeding and trampling people.
That's just in their blood, but it takes a special kind of horse who can give a big punch.
Stand up on his hind legs. Rear that beautiful mane
Twisting
back.
that tail to
Just
and
the mane?
fro. That was not a horse. That was Chico.
Yeah, I noticed that, Chico.
Punch.
And just punch.
punch, till that other horse is down for the count.
Boom.
Oh, so it's horses punching other horses. So it's not humans.
Son, you sure ain't gonna get a human in the ring with no horse gonna last more than 2 seconds.
You want to fight one of our horses? They'll punch you with their
Good luck.
hooves.
Good luck, because you get butts and seats, but it ain't gonna be a long bout.
That sounds inhumane. You're right. Yeah. No, but the horses punching each other. That's okay.
Sure.
Punching each other in their horse faces.
How do you train a horse to do it? I've never seen a horse punch.
You either got it or you don't.
They
There ain't no
wanna do it.
training
So there's
involved.
no training.
They want to do it, or
So
they
then,
don't.
so then how do you find the horses to do it? Is it just merely leading every horse you ever see into a ring, seeing if they punch?
Scotty, you ever see the video of a horse being born?
Sure, yeah, I remember
It's
that
a
one.
beautiful
Newborn
thing. It's a
baby.
miracle-
Yeah, in fact,
miracle
Howard
alive.
Kramer has a video about
They
that.
come out
Newborn baby
walking.
Yeah.
That's why horses is more incredible than human beings. They know
true.
things from the start.
That's
Come
true.
out walking and so slippery.
Slippery.
Yeah,
Just covered in their mama's juice.
Mm-hmm.
And every
yes, covered in
every one of them covered in their mama's juice.
That's true. I mean, would be impossible not to be.
It's
what helps lubricate the birth.
Once in a blue horse moon,
Mm-hmm.
you find a horse that pop right out, ready to punch.
And just punches its
Just
mother?
ready to punch his mama in the juice flap.
Angry.
So you then find these horses by going to horse births.
That's
And
right.
then-
You have to be there. It's a very competitive. Only one horse in maybe 7,000 is born with a good punch.
Is it like Trouble with the Curve, where you're like out
It's
on
exactly
scouting?
like Trouble with the
exactly
Curve.
Trouble with the Curve.
I got a
Hit the
bone to
nail
pick
on the
with
head.
Trouble with the Curve.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's sidebar the horses for a minute. Let's talk about Trouble with the Curve.
I told him. What did I tell him, Chico? I said, I will sit in a room and I will make a deal for the life rights of Chico and Beva's life as competitors in horse fighting punch fights. If only Chico be played by Clint Eastwood and I be represented as the beautiful, multi-talented, excellent variety show host, Justin Timberlake's.
And then what happened?
And they took our life and they made it about baseball.
Stole our life. Stole our
Anybody
movie.
can throw a ball with some red stitches on it. It takes a special breed of horse to throw a punch.
Oh God, this is disgusting. I can't believe they would do that to you. But that's Hollywood.
Clint
for you, I
Eastwood
guess.
is a low down, confound, blue block. Flip-flop.
Oh, you agree? He flip flops.
He's a flip-flopper.
He's a one-time flip-flopper because that guy don't hold to nothing.
It doesn't negate itself.
I've heard him say, "Don't make my day."
What?
Do not make
Incredible.
my day.
Incredible.
That's what he's known for.
Why would he do that?
How could he say, "Don't make my day," when everybody wants him to make the
That's
day?
like saying Arnold Schwarzenegger saying he won't be back.
He got to come back.
He has to come back. Did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger has come back to every single place that he's ever said he'd be back to?
That's right, because
He's a man of
Arnold
his word.
Schwarzenegger is a flip-Schwarzenegger, clip-Schwarzenegger, return-a-bargainator. That's who Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
But he's a man of his word.
That's right.
He is. Well, so you're there at the birth.
You got to be there at the birth.
Yes, sir.
Does that take up most of your time?
Most of it, yeah.
Takes up most of your life.
Most of it, yeah.
Most of your life, but you can't do nothing else.
You gotta be that first human face that a horse sees.
If he don't connect to you.
And that's the only way you're gonna be his
That's
promoter.
Right. That's right.
So you gotta be there from the get-go.
Right. The bond between a horse fighter and his promoter is one of the strongest bonds between any two living creatures.
Stronger than the jockey horse.
Nah, I was a jockey, right?
was
So
a
no
jockey.
knocks. It's a hard life, but you're just sitting up there whipping. That's really the.
Is that the
at
secret
end
to
of the day,
jockeying? Really?
Jockey
you're
is
just
really
sitting,
just
you're just
horse
whipping side to side.
So
and,
you don't whip the horses.
Cutting down on breads.
you don't whip the horses to make them punch each other. Then
you don't need to.
No, they just come out
You don't
doing
need
it.
to. You gotta whip them to not punch.
Oh, okay. Do you really whip them to not punch?
Listen, from time to time, a horse get too close to another horse with no money on the line. Because I ain't in the business of free punching.
Right.
I'm in the business of making money from horse punching.
Sure.
So if my horse start wasting his punch for free, I'll whip you back in your crowd.
That when you whip him. The only thing I ever have to do to get a horse to punch, I just whisper something in their ear.
You a gentler man, and that's why you ain't won no fights.
Oh,
in too long.
Don't you start.
In a too long
Don't you start.
song, flip flong.
Come on, I will.
Chimichanga Landville. That's where you need to go back to because you ain't no horse fight winner.
I will whisper into a horse's ear something about the other horse. Something. I'll say, listen there, Cinnamon. You know what old
Papa's delicate condition.
Older, great horse.
Delicate condition.
Old Papa's
You know
delicate
what?
condition.
If Mandy Patinkin was a horse, was saying about you. He says you a ugly horse. He says your mane looks stupid.
What? A horse fighter is very insecure.
He says your mane is from a style common to horses of the 1990s.
What? And horses understand English?
Yeah.
Fighting horses do.
I've heard of the horse whisperer, but the fighting horse whisperer?
Yeah.
That's you?
That's any promoter.
Yeah.
Oh, Chico.
I'm like that horse whisperer, but I don't. They do a lot of shush, 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 shush.
Oh, they're just saying shush? Is that the
I
secret
don't
to
know.
horse whisperers?
I don't pet him.
Hey, shut up.
No.
Hey, shut up.
Hey, shut up. Shut your mouth. You hear what that other horse saying about you?
Shut up.
He said you hair stupid.
My God. So now you say 1 in 7,000 comes out punching.
Yes, sir.
How many horses have you met then that actually do this?
In my day,
yeah?
A handful, under a dozen. But I'd say one's worth they oats, maybe three.
Very
maybe
few.
three.
How many do you represent?
I represent 4 myself. Mm-hmm. So it's really just the same 7 horses punching themselves at each other for their entire lives.
We've cornered the market on corner fighting horses.
So you guys have been at cumulatively 49,000 births.
Yes.
That's fast math.
And
you are correct.
Approximately.
Wow. So just shy of 50,000 births in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, sir.
How many do you fit in a day?
Well,
How long have you been
the
doing
math. You're the math guy. We've been at it for 20 years.
20 years, 50,000 births.
Oh, he's got his calculator phone out now.
24/7.
Okay, so 20 years, 50,000 birds.
Look at him with that calculator phone.
Fast fingers. Boy, if you was a horse, I'd be showing up to your birth.
So you've been at collectively 1,250 per year.
Sure.
So that's approximately 4 a day.
400 a day?
That's right.
It's 4 a day.
Horses are maybe the horniest animal there. That's why it's called horny. Horsey. It started Latin root was horsey.
Of course.
I'm feeling a little bit inclined to, fornicate because I'm feeling horsey.
Feeling horsey.
But then people start getting confused about what your throat
your
hurts.
throat is going on. You got hay fever. No. Just cut out this.
Cut out this. You got something there.
Horny.
Make it horny.
So then when Austin Powers started saying that he was horny, how did you guys feel about that?
Well, he was not inaccurate. He was
No,
horny.
yeah. And at first,
And he didn't give us credit. But
No, at first I thought he did, right? Because he had them horse teeth in there, and I thought he was making a very,
Yeah.
very clever nod
Subtle.
to the root of the word.
Very subtle.
But
at the end of the day, he didn't give anyone
he
credit.
didn't. He doesn't know a thing about the world of horse fights.
So it's okay.
That is one thing you can say about Austin Powers. He does not know anything about that world.
Never mentioned
He's
it.
from Britain.
Doesn't know about it. Don't talk about it.
Is
We
this
always say.
purely an American sport?
Not even.
Really? I don't know what that means when you say not even to that question.
It's kind of localized to about 5-6 states.
Oh, okay.
5-6, not the 5 or 6 you'd think.
So
I'd love to hear about that.
Sure.
It's
Montana.
gotta be,
What?
Yeah, it's got to be in 25 states in order to be an American
To be,
sport.
that's
Oh,
right.
I
We
see.
tried to get it registered under the sports.
Can I ask you guys a
Guild.
question?
Yeah.
Are you guys the only guys who do this?
Sadly, yes.
Very sadly, yes.
Sadly, yes. We try to get our friends involved. We put together parties with like chips and dip and some cocktails. Say like, get involved in this business. Real
Yeah.
great. You bring in 3 friends. They make money for you, and then sure you're making money for us. But as it grows, you're getting a bigger portion of the pie.
Yeah, but surprisingly to us, our friends find it distasteful.
Well,
They say, "What are you talking about?"
But
And we
they-
say,
Horse
"It's
fight.
horses
Horse
fighting."
fight.
right, then you
Punch it.
reiterate the
And
concept
they
of
say,
it.
Well,
"What are they racing?"
We got dark friends too. They're like, what? They biting each other. They kicking each other with their hind legs.
Oh.
What? No. Red light.
Clean
red
fight.
light.
Clean fight.
No, they punching.
They're punching each other.
They're reeling back, taking a full roundhouse swing at each other.
Roundhouse, uppercut,
They jabbing. They hooking.
Rabbit.
They flip flop looking.
flip,
They
flop.
coming and cooking. Their
Yeah.
feet just a hoofing.
Yeah.
And it's all we can do to convince them not to tell the authorities about this.
How do you do that? I mean, that's the most amazing part of this story, that your
I
friends
whisper
are quiet
to
about
them.
it. Oh.
I say, "Phew, shut up."
That's right.
Just shut your damn
You
mouth.
hear
and
what-
you don't tell. If you don't want a horse to punch you in your stupid jaw, you'll shut up about this whole thing.
Wow. And so they've kept quiet
They
at this
kept
point.
quiet. They
And
kept
yet
quiet.
you guys are on a podcast talking about it.
What's a podcast?
Oh, okay. I see what's happening. You guys just came by to rap?
Yeah.
We're here to promote.
Oh,
well, that's
okay.
what I was asking you to give us directions to the promotation, infiltration, previous nation.
Promulgation.
There you go, Chico.
Talking nation.
So you guys are
Speechification.
you guys are adversaries, but are you actually just friends? I
Well,
mean,
we're twins.
Oh, I should have seen that. I mean, you're both 4'9".
We're
Hey,
jockey
we're
size.
twins. 4'9". We got it. Big old shoes.
I find it hard
It's
to
sort of-
distinguish features on people as short as you. To be frank, I'm so tall; it's very hard to see down
It's
there.
like trying to tell two mice apart.
You can't do it.
Good luck.
We try to get into mice fighting.
They won't fight.
They won't fight because they be like, "Hey, is that me? Is that a mirror?"
They'll wrestle. They will wrestle.
Oh, so is that a side gig for you, or did you just kind of
too
abandon it?
homoerotic for us? Nobody wants to see a
We're
bunch of
glad-
boy mice rolling around on the floor.
We're glad you did bring it up.
Another time, we're a little more old-fashioned.
Okay.
We tried it. We got out of it.
So you guys have grown up together. What did you? And you're old men at this point. Were you a jockey as well, Chico?
I didn't much care for riding them.
I'd love to hear more about your life then. I mean, what were you doing while Bever here, Bever Holpox? And by the way, why do you have 2 last names? I'd love to bring that up at some point, but let's talk about first what you were doing while Bever was a jockey.
Law school.
Okay, great. Now let's move on to the name thing.
Right.
You're Bever Holpox. You're Chico
Correct,
Hands.
sir.
What went down there?
Scott.
All 4 of those are nicknames.
Oh, okay.
None of those are given names at all.
None of them. Okay. They all sort of stage names, but not as phony as stage names because we earned them.
Oh, earned them?
We earned them.
Yeah, you know, nicknames picked up along the way.
Oh, I see, yeah.
My real name is Smith.
Okay. What's your last name?
My name is Smith Calvins.
Smith Calvins. And then what would your name be, Chico?
Jones Calvins.
Okay. So the Calvins boys, the Calvins twins.
Hey,
That's right.
Hey, who are you? Oh, mother? God rest her soul.
Rest
how did
her
she
beautiful,
die?
beautiful soul.
Or is she still alive, but her soul is dead?
No, she's dead.
She's dead
Her
as a-
soul dead as
she's
well.
dead as a beaten, punched to death horse.
How many horses have died? And we'll get to how your mom died. How many horses have died, speaking of
Scotty, the fight don't stop till the horse dead.
this? Wait! So you guys have gone through only 7 horses. How many fights?
Oh, no, I thought you were saying how much we represent now.
What's this now?
There's
7 that are
left.
survivors.
Oh,
that count.
so you've been through even more births than just the 50,000 that we've talked about.
Well, no, because what's the math? If there's 50,000 births,
1 in 7,000
1 in
comes out
7,000.
punching. So you have 7 currently.
7.
So that's
And you
49.
times 49,000.
So you've been to even more. How many have died at this point?
Musta. You know, we go to like
a horse funeral a week.
We go to what?
So
at least.
How long have you been doing this?
About 20 years.
20 years. I got out of law school, and then we started right
you
after.
got out of law school, then you came and you stayed at my place.
I crashed
whilst I was, in the sunset years of my jockeying.
So this is 10,000 horses have died.
Maybe.
After a while, you have to stop counting, or it just gets too hard.
Well, I mean, you've had 10,000 horses died. In order to get those 10,000 horses, you had to have been at 70 million horse births in the 20 years. Guys!
Is that all? You gotta laugh. That's what we say in the horse fighting
We
business.
got it. That's how you start the fight. And when in normal boxing, be like, let's get ready to rumble. We there ain't many people there, so you don't even need a microphone. So we just say, folks, you gotta laugh. Now, for your enjoyment, 2 horses that are gonna punch each other.
2 angry horses.
Sure, of course.
When you see as many crushed horse jaws as we do on a daily basis.
Daily.
You gotta laugh.
Wait, how many? You're going to one funeral a week. How many horses' jaws are crushed daily?
You know how much earth it takes to bury a horse. So we're backlogged.
Wait, it's not adding up, guys, because you're saying that at least.
Let's just say we got a big freezer. Let's just say that.
Let's just.
So
let's only say
10 horses are dying a day?
Oh, minimum.
Oh my
You gotta laugh.
You gotta laugh, but you gotta get butts and seats.
How many people come to? You say no one comes to watch this.
People are in shouting distance.
Why are you doing? Sorry to spit across the room, but why are you doing this? No one watches. You
gotta do what you love. You gotta follow your passion. You gotta do what you love.
Number one.
Episode 11. We're just bubbling under the top 10 here with this episode.
It's exciting.
Claudia O'Doherty. Now, in a previous episode, Claudia established her character, which is, and I say that in quotes because it's very thinly veiled.
Yeah.
She shares a name with this character.
Shares a name and a home country.
And a lot of backstory.
A lot of details, yeah.
But I want to tell you a little bit about her backstory just because we don't really get into it in this clip. But Claudia has played a contest winner who won a contest to go to Universal Studios and also be on this program. And it's basically her mother in Australia has wanted to get her out of the house and because she lives with her mother in Australia and has sent her to America to get her out of her hair.
Yeah.
Now, previously, before this clip, Claudia has talked about her new book, which is based on a very thinly it's a roman à clef based on a very thinly veiled characterization of her mother. The book is about a 43-year-old woman dating a 15-year-old boy, Tony Pepperoni. And we find out that this is based on her real mom and her mom's real boyfriend, Tony Macaroni. So she has tried to disguise the name.
Sure.
So, and the book is called Tony Pepperoni, I believe. Jimmy Pardo of the Never Not Funny podcast is in this episode, and he's himself. And Nick Kroll was on the episode earlier. He has to leave, and when we pick up this episode, it's Jimmy Pardo, Claudia O'Doherty, and myself. and then a new person comes in. And so let's hear that. This is episode 309, Tony Macaroni. We have to get to our next guest. Of course, Nick Kroll had to take off, but we have a wonderful guest. He's a fellow...
An Aussie.
Aussie.
I can't believe you're here. This is so exciting.
Yes.
Claudia, it's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, my God.
We have, of course, he's an Australian actor. You've seen him here in the States with his syndicated shows. R. Shrift is here.
That's right, Scott.
Hello.
Wow.
How are ya?
Wow.
It's me, R. Shrift.
Oh, my God. This
Wonderful
is
to see
amazing.
You know his work.
I have been watching him since I was 6 years old. Every Saturday night, 6:30, everyone sits down to watch R. Shrift.
What happened when you were 6? What made the change? Why did you start watching him?
Well, the programs are a little risque.
Yeah. And so at
not,
6, that's
not
when
suitable for a 5-year-old, but on your 6th birthday?
Every time before we'd start airing, I'd scream right in the camera. There's a child in this room who's below 6 years old. Send him away.
Yeah.
And away I would trot. But then I was 6 and then I could watch, and I love what you do. I'm so excited to meet you.
What are some of your shows, if I may ask, R. Shrift? Because I'm not that familiar. Jimmy, do you know
I am not
who's-
familiar with R. Shrift's work, but I look forward to hearing about it. Maybe
Really?
I do know it and I don't know.
Well, of course, what traveled to the U.S. real successfully was Rocks and Roll.
Wait, you traveled to the U.S. successfully?
No, the show worked in the U.S. real well in the States. It's called Rocks and Roll. It's about a renegade geologist.
Rocks and Roll. Oh, this is good. I haven't heard of it.
No.
It's so good. He doesn't take any S from anyone.
Oh, very good.
No.
And I would doubt.
No.
Do you ever take any in as a geologist? I mean, sometimes you can study it and carbon date it.
No, I didn't take any BS from anybody. I don't take it in my shows, and I don't take it making my shows. I edit, direct, write, line produce, wrangle the animals, cast everything. I do every piece of machinery that goes into making that sausage that tastes so delicious.
What's your favorite job?
Sizzle sausages.
Sizzle sausages is your favorite
Is that
job?
what it's called, Claudia?
Sausage sizzle.
Sausage sizzle.
But I love how you flip that.
Yeah, sizzle, that's what I'm known for in Australia.
Flip it a little bit.
Flip the switch.
Yeah.
Flip the sausage, cook it all the way through.
That's exactly right. Look how excited the Sheilas get around
so
me.
excited.
Yeah. Wait, is that a metaphor for something? Cooking a sausage all the way through? Is that a euphemism or something?
For cooking?
No, I'm normally when one hears a sausage.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens here. They're all perverts, you know. They don't
Yeah.
have control of the sexuality.
So sorry. I mean, that's our American sense of humor, I guess. Do you find Americans funny?
No.
No,
I get it.
Boy.
I get it.
Right here.
You know who I think is funny?
Who's that?
Chris Mad Dog Russo.
That guy's fantastic. You know, he was here earlier. Oh, Jimmy Mad Dog was here earlier.
Not interested in Jimmy.
No, you like Chris.
That's right.
I see.
Love sports radio.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you love American sports radio?
Oh, I love it.
What's your favorite sport, sir?
My favorite sport is basketball.
Basketball. Interesting. I've never heard about this.
Basketball.
So that's
Michael Jordan.
Instead of a basketball, it's so you have a biscuit.
Yeah, that's Australian rules basketball.
What do you think of Bisquick? Do you like that as a quick way to make a biscuit?
It's really quick, isn't it?
It really is, and it's just as delicious.
Look, making biscuits is so time consuming. When that
that's
product
enough.
came around,
Why are you sponsored by Bisquick?
look, A to Z and Bisquick have put a lot of money into the show. We got to force
Gotta
in
get
some
them in.
references.
But I do when I'm out in the outback, and I don't.
How often are you in the outback?
2 to 3 months a year.
In the
Consecutively?
hot months.
The hot months.
The hot months.
It's the best time to film. You can get the most dedicated crew.
Yeah.
Or if I
You got to
quick
get
question.
a dedicated
That's
crew.
where they
The Outback restaurant. Do you find that
love it.
Okay.
Really, that's the one authentic part of Australia here in the States?
Oh, it's like it's different than
It's
Australian cuisine, but it's like eating Chinese food here in the States. It doesn't taste like Chinese food you'd eat over there in China. Sauteed cubes of fat and whatnot. No, here you got chicken chow mein.
Okay, that's a good analogy.
And that's what the Outback is. I love a bloomin' onion.
Yeah.
I'd never had one over there in Australia.
They don't have onions in Australia?
No, it's illegal to have an onion.
The onion is illegal in Australia.
Absolutely.
I didn't. Boy,
Yeah, because what we would do is ferment them and throw them as bombs.
And people died.
Wow.
Lots of people.
Well, you know people die every day, though.
I know, but these were healthy people.
And they were dying from the onion?
Up until
Is that the
point. They get
problem?
stuff
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
When you said people died, I just wanted to say.
I think
like,
she's just suggesting people be walking down the street and one of these Aussies would throw one of these onions at them and kill them.
I just want to be clear, though, that not every person who dies is because there's an onion being thrown at
From
them.
what I can tell from what she said, most of them do die
Can you
by the
prove
onion.
that that's not true?
Yeah.
I've been reading a
point.
lot of facts on a lot of websites that Ebola's being transported across boundaries by the onion.
You have such an authentic accent. What part of Australia are you from?
Brisbane.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
And is that
Obviously, he's such a Brisbane man.
Is that your only TV show? This rocks and roll.
I've got
He's got so many.
Dentist the Mentalist.
Dentist the Mentalist.
And Mansheen.
Mansheen.
Batman, Pat Machine, all justice.
Describe Dentist the Mentalist. He's a dentist who happens to be a mentalist?
He was a dentist who was he was a cop.
Okay.
He was a hard charging cop.
Okay.
He was stung by a bee and he was brought in. No, that's Mansheen. Sorry.
Wait, you're confusing them?
He's got a lot of shows.
Dentist the Mentalist went in for a simple procedure. He was given gas and sent under. And when
Was he a
But he's a
dentist?
dentist.
He was not a dentist, but he was just a patient.
Okay.
And when he came back, but then when they brought him back to
He
life,
came back as a dentist.
then he came back with mental powers that would help you decide if you needed a cavity or something.
So the titular dentist is just in one scene of his origin story in the very first episode?
He's throughout. He's been crucified with the power. He's been.
Who's this guy?
It's not his fault.
Exactly.
So wait. But I just want to be clear. He is not a dentist.
He's not a dentist, but
he was
been
operated on by
against
what?
his own will. He has the power of mental capability.
Then why call it dentist the mentalist? If he's not a dentist.
Because it's like dentist ... So that's like dentist. We're in a dentist's office.
She understands. She's a writer.
Exactly.
She's a writer.
I'm a writer.
You two, you're all verbal. You don't understand the written word.
They're VAML.
The usual suspects over here, verbal. But
love that movie.
Yeah, do you really?
Yeah, did a TV show of it in Australia.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song?
Yep.
The national anthem
Wait, that was what I said.
of Australia.
For the Australian one. Shall we sing it together?
Please do.
Yes.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free. The end.
The end.
Wow, short.
I like
That's
that.
right.
Get to that game.
Because you got to get back
Play
to
ball,
living life as an Australian.
Exactly. Playing Australian rules. Biscuit ball.
Basketball.
Yeah. Oh, you sing this before Biscuit Ball.
Yum.
That's right.
And after.
Yeah.
And after.
Well, what we do is we have a whole lot, we're asking you calling a raccoon later. I'd ask Claudia what that was.
Yeah, we don't have records.
But after understanding what it is, we call them rubbish burglars.
Rubbish burglars.
Yeah, you wouldn't call it by its name, the raccoon.
No, you call it what it does.
Oh, that's how it works down there.
What do you-
there's
so-
the rubbish.
So you should hear what he calls a cat. What we call cats.
Yeah. Little ass lickers.
Ass lickers. I think that you can call any animal an
You
ass
really
licker.
could.
Not the way a kid does it. Or however you call it. I mean, a kid. What is that? A kid.
Cat. I mean, yeah, that's you make a good
Look
point.
at that beautiful Siamese ass licker.
A cat doesn't actually perform a cat action or anything. You're right. It's yeah.
What about meowing?
Oh, you should call a cat a meow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What would you call a dog? A bark or
A rolly.
Why do we call the
We call them rollies.
why do we call the skin of trees bark?
That's a great question.
You know what I mean? Call it tree skin. I don't know.
It seems.
I'm lost. I don't understand.
I don't know where we are.
You have
So right.
trees and all. Don't act like you don't have trees.
No, we have trees. That's what they do.
What? Pardon?
That's what a tree does.
I understand that.
Okay, I get
Trees.
that. I
The
understand.
trees around.
So now, why are you here?
You've never seen a rubbish burglar hiding in a tree?
Yes, of course I have.
See those little sparkly little eyes? Mm-hmm. Ready to burgle your rubbish.
Now, why are you?
That's why you have to protect your rubbish.
And you put it in a can of some sort. Is that what you guys do? Same thing down there.
What do we
A
care if
bin.
raccoons steal the rubbish? You know what I mean?
Why
It's
does
like-
that bother us?
It's like it's going out anyway.
I have another TV show I did.
What's that?
Called Lace Ventura, Rubbish Burglar Detective.
Race
What?
No, Lace Ventura.
Lace Ventura,
Rubbish burglar detective. And what does Lace do? Or is Lace even a person? Is this someone like dentist?
There's actually a full stop or a period between each word.
Oh, okay.
That's Lace.
What about a period in
Ventura?
Yeah, he's a sexy lingerie model who lives on Ventura Boulevard.
Yeah.
And every night he goes out and makes sure that all those rubbish burglars are staying put and not stealing rubbish.
He shoos them away.
Wait, he shoos them or he wants them to stay put? I'm getting
No.
two different answers here.
He's like,
He shoos
stay
them
away from the rubbish. He shoos them away.
He shoos them away with his shoes made out of
With
lace.
his shoes?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's got little lace boots.
Little lace boots, little booties?
Yeah,
of some
little
sort, huh?
lace booties.
Is that ever explained why he wears
And
those?
he's got a trusted he's got a trusted Rolly who goes with him everywhere.
He's got his rolly.
What's the lace booty explanation?
But they're just really nice.
Oh, they're nice. Oh, so if anyone ever asks him, he's like,
So
why the lace
pains him,
booties?
it pains him every time he has to throw in at a rubbish burglar because another pair of lace booties down the tubes.
Yeah.
And they're so expensive.
Does he buy them one at a time or does
Yeah.
he buy them in bulk?
He buys them one at a time, which is not sensible, but he's not a sensible guy.
Oh, that's part of his character.
He's a great guy,
Sure.
and we should be grateful for what he does.
A lot of
which is
heart
get
in the
rid
show.
of all the rubbish burglars. He's the best, but he's not sensible at all.
Okay, very
He's
good.
not in control of his life.
Claudia's very invested
I'm
in my
a
program.
big fan. I am a
How many
big
episodes of
fan.
this show have you seen?
900.
900.
We did 900 of each series.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When I got to 900, I said there are no new stories to tell.
But there were 900
stop.
news stories previous to that.
We got a little, you know.
No, I don't.
8:35.
Oh.
Every one of his characters from his shows goes to prison for 3 seasons.
Okay, wow.
Speaking of prison, my favorite soap opera of all time is Prisoner Cell Block H, which was from Australia. Did
Yeah.
you have anything to do with that, sir?
Did he ever?
I was the line producer on that.
Is that
Got
right?
Started.
You got your start there.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that why you do everything on your show? Because you started off.
Look, if you know how to do line producing and you've got the chops as an actor and you know how to direct a crew, well, goddamn it, why don't you do it all?
That's right. You can get paid for each of those jobs, right?
That's right. Non-union.
You don't believe in unions,
I
you?
won't let myself unionize.
But he has got a show about someone who runs a union.
That's right.
Yeah.
Onion.
That's very conflicting.
It's an onion union.
And what's the name of that show?
I thought onions were illegal.
It's
Well,
called
it's a very subversive show.
Oh.
It's called Larry Petunia Onion Union.
Wow.
Larry Petunia
The
Onion
Onion
Union. So he is a union?
He's a one-man union.
Okay.
And he's out to get a fair wage for growing onions.
But you don't believe in unionizing yourself. So was this conflicting for you to star in this
It was
project?
a story I had to tell.
Over 900 episodes.
Over 900? How many?
No, over the course of 900 episodes.
Oh, I see.
But he had to pay the price. He went to prison.
Yeah,
That's
for
right.
3 years for unionizing those
Every
onions.
one of my characters has gone to prison.
Why is that?
Because you can't show struggle if you don't go to prison.
Are you all right?
I mean, I'm offended because we've been talking about being Aussies and the show Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripped.
It's set him. Yeah.
Ripped.
And, you know, Australians
ripped.
are all, it's a prison continent.
Yes.
So is that
Yeah,
why they.
well,
you know-
What I'm saying is it was based on my show called Ripped, which was about a bunch of Australian surfers who were in jail
Yeah.
in
And-
the ocean.
Yeah. Ripped.
Wait, in ocean jail?
Ocean jail.
Yeah.
Wait, so were they, let me ask you,
The
were there
eels.
cells, was
The
the
eels were the prison guards.
and in their
And
cells
the
were,
prison bars.
Yes.
was the
Yeah.
water
That's
up to
right.
like mid-height on them?
Depended on the size of the wave.
Oh my goodness. So sometimes would
They
they,
were right in the wave, so it's
Wow.
very splashy.
this is amazing. Do you have a new project coming up though? Is that why you're here to talk about your new show?
I'm here to talk about my new show.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Tony Macaroni.
Tony, what?
Wait a minute. You're optioning this?
What? I mean, yeah.
I'd like to talk to Claudia about optioning the rights to her book, making it into a TV show.
Wow.
Goodness.
I am honored, and I'm so glad came here today. Thank you to my mom for
But hold
sending
on,
me
Tony,
here today.
Tony Macaroni is her real
Yeah.
mom's real friend.
Right.
The character
Tony
in the,
Pepperoni.
Tony Pepperoni is the character.
Right.
Yes, but you want to do Tony Macaroni?
I want to tell the true story of Tony Macaroni.
Well, Tony Macaroni did sign over his life rights to me.
Oh, he
when
did?
I-
He
yeah,
did?
so
Why would he do something like that?
He's so dumb. He's 15,
Really?
so
Oh,
he's
he's a
like
child.
doesn't really understand. But so I'd be happy to talk to you about selling this.
This is
rights.
very exciting.
This
Here's
is very
my only Nate. Well, I want to do it as I adapt this. So instead of it being a 43-year-old woman, it's a 52-year-old man.
And a 15-year-old boy?
Yes.
And you play the 15-year-old boy?
Yes.
You play both of them?
Yes.
And you have a lot of love scenes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure why you
And
want to
you
make this.
Leave it to me. I know I've got a green screen and I know how to do green screen. I can do it all.
Will you go to prison, both of you, or just one of you?
One goes to juvenile prison and one goes to grown-up guy prison.
Grown-up guy prison?
Seasons 4 is the tunnel that we dig towards each other.
Oh, that's nice.
Is juvenile prison unisex? Is that why you didn't?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Oh, my goodness. This is so... Where does Arnold Schwarzenegger going to fit into your project?
He's the eel.
Wait, this is in an ocean jail as well?
Yeah, I can see that for this story.
Is it going to be CGI? You put his little face on an eel? Is that?
We're going to have him do a total body transformation.
I see.
I got Christian Bale's guy.
Okay.
And he's going to turn into an eel.
So he's going to lose weight, I guess.
He's going to lose weight in all the right places.
I know. His legs sewn together.
Yes.
His legs sewn together.
And his arms
sewn to his body.
Jesus, that's a lot of work for a role.
Well, he's passionate about the work.
And how many lines does he have per episode?
It's the golden age of television. So
he has 3 lines.
Over the course of 900 episodes?
Yeah. Yes.
Why would he do this show?
Why do you agree to that?
Each episode. Ready? Here's the line. He'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
This is where I get off this bit bus, I feel like.
All right, we're getting off the bit bus. Is that the tour? Is that part of the tour of Universal Studios?
I can only imagine so.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Aukerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.